Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Jackson out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Buying time, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 60 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin this drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
3-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. One good for 15 in the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, pretty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back near his goal line.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they can...
Exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now he's going to use his legs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
He was brought down
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law on that play, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, spike the ball and the play's dead and everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, we kind of do it together. Like, you know what I'm going to do. I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still long.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards.
The Ravens.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Malik Harrison able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
3 and out.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw.
Your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. And right away, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. And a first down.
Now Mahomes buying time to his left. He'll run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And here's Edwards-Helaire. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he'll be stopped short points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
The 45-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun, out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down, being chased out left. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
24, Chiefs, 18.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
Harrison
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius.